Today we are going to discuss about one of the most important languages called XML. It is an extended markup language, and it is very rare that somebody has worked in a software industry even for a couple of years, not 10, 15 years, and has not heard about XML because it is used all over the place. It is used for storing the data, transferring the data. It is used for configuration. It is used for setting. It is used in the different kinds of server. It is all over the place. So it is very important to we understand about the basics of XML because you are going to need this one. So to start with, let me just write down the basics of uh, XML notation. And that is called full form of XML, that is extensible markup language. Extensible markup language. So that is the full form of XML. And before we get into this one, we'll just discuss about the agenda. So agenda is, we are going to talk about introduction, benefits, scope and application. What are the basic components of a structure of XML document? So document structure, there are a few tools for viewing and editing an XML. How do we create an XML document? What is the difference between data and markup? Markup is nothing but another way to put a tag. How do you write a comment in XML? Classifying the character data between tags. What are the entities? The doc type declaration, well-formed and valid XML document. We'll see few XML error, and then we'll discuss about DTD, that is document type definition, which is used for validating an XML file, and then XML namespace. After we have covered all those topics, we are going to have some hands-on. I'm calling just hands-on 1, 2, and 3, in which we'll see that how you can read an XML file, parse it, and get the data out of it, and make a sense out of it. So that is what we are going to do. Now, let us have an introduction to XML in a little formal way. So as I said, it is an extensible markup language, and you can define your own set of tags. So what it means is that your own set of tags means that if you know a little bit about HTML, HTML has few tags. If you have seen, it starts with like HTML, and then there is something called title, and then closing the title, and then having a body, and then closing the body, and then closing the HTML. So these are the tags. Now these tags are predefined in HTML. So you cannot put your own tag like book, name, and salary and expect that your browser will understand it. It will not understand it. But if you want to put your own tag like name, like this, then that is where XML will come in the picture, and it will help you. So XML, you can define your own set of tags. And it makes it possible for people or programs to understand these tags because they are a kind of a little logical name and tag. We put it like name, book, salary, and all. So that is the way it goes. Now, if you want to understand XML, then let us understand a little bit about other technologies from which XML has come in this world. So standard generalized markup language, and that is SGML, which has come. And from that SGML, HTML was created. And then from HTML, it was XML has some of the properties inherited from HTML and some of the properties inherited from SGML. Now, what are these? So, couple of things. First thing, there is something called a standard body. So let me just show you. So here there is a organization called W3C. This is a organization responsible for XML standards and specifications. So they define that what does it mean to have a XML, what are some of the rules of creating XML, validating XML and all. So W3C org is the authority for defining and creating XML. Now if you want to know that little bit more about how that XML was created and defined, you can go to the browser and look for something like www.w3c.org, and this is the website where you can read a lot about XML technology. This is the best place I recommend people to do that. And if you want to understand a little bit about standards and specification of XML, you can come here and click XML, and this will tell you various standards and specifications which were developed by W3C organization to guide the evolving XML language. So it was 1.0 and the second edition is 1.1. So this is the place where you can look around for your XML learning as well. XML Essentials, there are a few tools and tutorials as well here, but this is the best place for XML. Now coming back to this one, SGML and HTML. So W3C is responsible for defining what is XML, what is HTML, and based on that the language comes. Now there are a few other things about XML. XML is a meta language. It facilitates the transfer of structured data between servers. So since we have built a technology around XML which can parse XML data, send data from one server to other servers, and this data transfer is one of the most important part of our working. So it makes the XML much more acceptable and easy so that you can transfer the data. So let me give you one example. So you can have a server 1, and you can have a server 2, and you can send an XML file from one server to other server on HTTP protocol and transfer the data which is inside XML very easily and comfortably. So that is what it means, that facilitates the transfer of structured data between servers. Since it is a text-based format, it is easy to understand. So it is easy to describe, deliver and exchange structured data. So if I have an XML file which says that book this, name this, price this, just by seeing that XML file you can figure out what this data is all about, right? Because the tags have been put properly. XML also allows identification, exchange and processing of data understood by databases using custom formats. So you can create your own format and use XML data to store the data into a database, any database system. So that is another way to look about XML. Now let us get a basic introduction to XML. First is that any XML file starts with this $XML. Okay, it means that it is an XML file. It has to be the first line. You do not write anything before this line. And then there is a version called 1.0. This is basically a version about XML standard. A standard or a specification. It is not a version of your document XML file. It is the version of XML technology itself. Okay. Now what we will see is that there are various tags and there is a data inside that. In HTML world, there was a tag like HTML, title, body and all. But in XML world, we can define our own tag like this. So we have one tag here, opening tag, ending tag, opening, closing tag, opening tag, closing tag. So these are the tags which we can define ourselves whatever we want and use that into different things. And what is this? This is the data inside that tag. So XML is nothing but a set of tags, elements which are nothing but a opening and closing tags and some data in between. Now they can be nested. This is also a tag. So contact, and inside this, this is details, and details comes here, contacts comes here, and then one contact is here, one contact is here. Okay, so there are two contacts and they are inside details tag. So that is what the XML generally looks like. You can have a tag inside tag. Now let us see little more example. And before that, we'll just talk a little bit about what are the benefits of XML file. So first benefit of XML file is that it can be used on the desktop application. It can be used at the web server level for configuration and setting, and it can be used in the database for storage purpose as well. So there are various uses of XML file itself. XML can be used at all the three levels. It can be used at the desktop level, middle tier level, for storage purpose. All these are the various uses of XML. Now benefits of XML, if we have to figure out, there are business benefits and technological benefits. Business benefits are that it is very easy to share the information because it is in a simple file, and files have data which are tagged with some description like book, name, salary. So that is what we call it information sharing. Then single application usage. You don't need multiple applications to talk to each other to understand the XML. And then it is content deliveries. This is called data which is used for publishing to various places. Technological benefits. You can reuse the data, separation of data and presentation, extensibility, semantic information. So it is quite possible that you have a XML file. So let us assume that I have a XML file which is nothing but all the details about a books, various books. Now this XML file can be used, same XML file can be used by application 1, application 2, and so on. Not only that, this same XML file can be reused to convert it into a PDF format, convert into an HTML format, convert into some text format, and each of these documents can have a different set of data out of that main data XML. So that is what they call it, a reuse of data. Separation of data and presentation. Since XML does not have any UI, XML has no UI logic. So UI and data remains separate. And they don't interfere with each other. What do you mean by extensibility? Extensibility means that you can create your own tag as many times as you want. Semantic information, those tags are easy to understand. And there are a lot of other benefits like every XML file is very easy to transfer. Every XML file, it is very easy to write, create XML, read an XML. All those are very simple and easy to use.